Justice Anthony Kennedy, writing on behalf of a 5-4 majority, same-sex marriage is now the law of the land. In fact, amazingly, it is not only the law of the land based on an argument that all people deserve equal protection under the law, but in his decision, Justice Kennedy upholds the notion that marriage is a fundamental right and therefore cannot be denied to anyone based on their choice of partner. I find myself in a funny position because, in all candor, as an Orthodox rabbi, I don't perform same-sex marriages, and yet I celebrate this decision with a full heart and see it as a genuine victory for human dignity and for religious freedom for all people, both those who embrace same-sex marriage and those who oppose it. Today, and with this decision, all people, no matter how upset they may be about this, have something profound to celebrate. First, and a little ironically, since many of the people most opposed to same-sex marriage do so on the basis of the sanctity of marriage and the critical nature of the commitments that people make to each other, much of that soaring, even religious language is in the decision. And so if those who are most upset about same-sex marriage, who are often the biggest proponents of marriage as an institution in America, even as fewer and fewer Americans practice it, perhaps they should also take comfort in the fact that the institution of marriage was celebrated today and was re-energized today, as much as they may not approve of the partners. But far more important, it seems to me, this is a day that celebrates not only individual dignity and the fuller dignity of gay people to be able to marry, but it is a profound statement about freedom of expression and freedom of religion. I believe in God's laws. And just as much as I believe in God's laws, I believe no one person has a lock on defining what they are. And that principle has been at the center of the United States Constitution and of our culture from even before there was a United States Constitution. The idea that the state will make no laws establishing religion. That's a fundamental idea that today may be upsetting some people, but I beg them, remember, it is that same notion which protects your rights to understand God's law as you want to, which makes sure the state will never be able to force you, no matter how much some people may try and scare you and tell you otherwise. Make sure the state will never be able to force you to do things against your conscience. Today is a remarkable celebration for personal integrity, deep conscience, and even the sanctity of marriage.